As for superimposing these locrian pents, you know how you can play. All right, let me put it this way. There's something I've been playing around with recently that I think is fun. I switch between minor pentatonics and the locrian pentatonics, like related to the root. So, like for example, A minor 7. We talked a little bit about this last time. I can play A minor, or I can do the locrian version. Now, in one position that may be kind of okay and kind of cool. Other positions it might be even cooler. Like for example, if we combine A minor and this A minor, right? Only this A minor, I'm going to change to be the locrian version. So and then I'm thinking A minor pentatonic. And then I'm going to go to the A minor pentatonic, but the locrian version, and I'm going to do the mode that's below it. Cool. And this is really cool because I think of it like if I played A minor blues, I'd be like I remember learning that a long time ago. And as I'm using the same principle here in my mind, I'm associating minor pentatonic. Except once I get to the 5th, I flat it. And then my mind switches over from thinking about the minor pentatonic in that final position, the 5th position. Boom! I think of switching over to that shape I learned when learning the locrian pentatonics. Once I get here, I'm still thinking of the locrian pentatonic, but I'm noticing that, oh, I play that all the time. Except this time, flat 5. And I'm used to that anyway, like. And then what's really cool is now I'm practicing my locrian pentatonics, but also the pentatonics that I've known like for ages, and kind of having fun with it. Now there's another thing you can do. Next chord is D7, right? You know you can play a minor pentatonic over a dominant chord. You get that bluesy sound. You know, it's probably want to bend the 3rd. So if you could play the minor pentatonic, you could play the blues pentatonic too, which means instead of doing the blues pentatonic, which just adds a note, I'm going to do the locrian pentatonic, which adds that note and takes away another. So it'd be this then. You'd be going like D minor pentatonic to D locrian pentatonic, which is the one that we were just talking about before up here. Cool. Go ahead and give that a shot. Try going like up one and descending the other. That's fine. And now go ahead and do the other one. Oh. There you go. Let's walk through it together. So we're going to start with our root. Let's do that together. We'll start with our root. And then we're going to do the pinky. That's the flat 3rd. Just like your blues. We're used to that. And then we're going to have the 4th. Just pentatonic stuff. Then the flat 5. You know, think of like Black Sabbath. We got that. And then we skip the 5th and just go on to the pentatonic. Really, I mean, change one note. And then the next string's the same. because we got the third and the fourth. Now this note would be the fifth. Now we need flat 5. And the high notes can be the same, yeah. And the low E string will look the same as the high string. Cool? So, I mean, that would give you problems because the flat 5 on the B would be the major 7 of the F sharp, and that F sharp is supposed to be a half diminished chord, which has a flat 7, just be total chaos. It'd be kind of like playing a C sharp major over a C major. Not really that extreme, but because there probably would be some notes that are still good and in common. But anyway, yeah, so that would obviously be avoided. But these shapes really are all there is. Now, maybe you could figure out another way to do them. Just like the major scale could be done like this. Or it could be done like this. Or it could be Holdsworth style. You know? Where he ends up 4 note, like, you do a scale from here and end up over here, you know? It's really cool. So the point is, like, you could probably come up with other fingerings, but as these are the fingerings we have, they cover all of them. So any chord, any mode, as long as you know the relationship to the scale and the chord in question. So that brings me to the D7 where we were talking about switching between D minor and D locrian pentatonic. Minor pentatonic and locrian pentatonic. Just like we did with A. And now that's a bit basic. Because basically you're just shifting between a blues pentatonic scale. And do you keep the 5? No, we'll get rid of the 5. Oh, well, do you keep the blues note? No, we'll get rid of the blues note. And whichever one, you're just alternating. It's kind of like you just did this. Except we're choosing one at a time. So it'd be like this. Oh, sorry. And but if you combine them, changing your thinking from being one scale where I'll just choose some notes. Instead, you can think of that as I kind of did switch a little at the end, but you can think of it like. I'm just thinking of one of those shapes right now. Then I'll think of the other one. Oh, I did that. I cheated. I'll switch. And you know, and I kind of thinking I added a couple of notes in there, like oh, a 9 would be cool. But that's the thought process anyway. You can, but doing it in one position might be not as cool. So what we did before, we did A minor, pentatonic, and then A locrian pentatonic, but we did it in the position below. We can do the same thing here with the D minor and D locrian, changing to the position below. So like here would be your D minor. It's that one. So recognizing it from the root would be fine. It'd be 5, and then next we're gonna have 3, 5, 6. But let's go and start over from the low E string so we can see which one of the positions we've already learned, but we're used to seeing it kind of in a different relationship. So we're gonna be 3, 4, yeah, and then 3, 5, and then 3, 5, 6. So it's that shape, the one that continues with like kind of the sweep. And the high string same as the low. Pretty neat.